See my nails? I just leave it. See, I can dye my hair black, which I'm going to dye at every opportunity I get. And then it stains it. See, it stains it. Then I can scratch my hair, which I'm always doing. And then it gets shit in it, right? So I don't want people to think I'm nasty because I'm not. Because I hate that look, right? Oh, I'm talking. But, yeah, I get that shit in my nails and then look. See? And then I like for them to be very clean. I wonder if this is a kind of bleach. I try to clean them. Scratch my hair. I'm going off on a tangent. You could go off on a tangent when you see yourself. Maybe you haven't been focused lately. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Maybe you see a person who hasn't been focused. You could be going in different directions. Let me see. You could be very particular when you look in the mirror, to a fault, or the opposite, where you're not particular and you need to be. Maybe you're looking in the mirror, go, I need to get fit. I need to keep myself up. I need to start fixing myself up. Because the last 2 weeks I've been going through something, and it's like my daughter's like, Ma, you done fell out. Like, I won't go out. You know, I like have my little bangles and my rings and stuff on and fix myself up, you know. And I normally don't wear makeup, but since I gotten older now, it's like I'm starting to like wearing the makeup and fixing myself up, and I just haven't been doing that. So you could look in the mirror and go, I'm not the best man and best woman that I can be. Because when something is in the reading and I'm feeling the energy, you know, that don't mean, you could look in the mirror and go, I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling healed. I know what direction I want to go, right? Because we're talking about looks. We're talking about confidence. We're talking about self-esteem. So that could go either way. So when you look in the mirror, okay, Pile 3, that's channeling. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Help me to get out of self. Help me get out of ego. Help me provide love, encouragement, and support. You gotta be kidding me. Despondent. Some of y'all have to put it down. I'm gonna pull some cards first because I'm gonna keep them on my lap like I'm looking at the table or something. Because I can't do chocolate cards up like the rest of them. When you're despondent, when you're looking in the mirror, what do you see? When you're looking in the mirror, what do you see? When you're looking in the mirror, what do you see? Service, humanitarian. Can you see that? When you're looking in the mirror, what do you see? A very caring, loving man or woman. I got to pull it. Instinctual. Ooh. I got to give y'all one more. I don't know why. Please, cards don't fall. When you're looking in the mirror, what do you see? You're a very instinctive person. High intuition. Oh, shit. What is that? I don't want to cut this shit off. Okay. All right, Pile 2, I'm back. It was service, and I found the other 2 cards. I had to go. I just threw them over there. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I said service. It was perseverance. It was perseverance, right? So, gosh, she looks sad. What's up with this energy? So when you look into the mirror, what do you see? Allow me to hold these down for a minute. Okay. I think you deal with self-worth. You could have been a very, very wounded, passionate type man or woman. Please, card. I'm feeling real anxious. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. You could be an anxious person. I don't know. You could have a sense of guilt. You could when you look in the, you could be dealing with age, getting older, health issues, worrying about your life, your legacy. I remember when I was in Penn State, and I was like, I ain't learned shit. But they teach you about these different stages. And I can't think. I think it was Erickson. I don't remember. But the one stage, like when you get a certain age, so you do this. When you get a certain age, you do this. I don't know if it's PJ, I don't remember. But I know when you get in maybe like 45, 50, 60, you start worrying about your legacy. So because that's what we're talking about when you look in the mirror. So you could be looking in the mirror and looking at your gray hairs, you know, your crow feet under your eyes. Am I getting dark? You know how men, you know, is my prowess still good? You know, can I, you know, get excited? Women, you know, am I still moist? you know, your health, you know, what am I doing in my life? Did I make a contribution? Are people benefiting, you know, from me? And then if you're older, you know, younger, you could be like, you know, I've been doing frivolous things, or you've been doing great, but you haven't got to where you want. Is my life going to be like this? Because despondent came out first, right? But I want to deal with these service cards. So you could be a very active person, a very motivating person, and you know that. So you look in the mirror and go, you know, I'm very active, I'm very motivating. You just have to know the colors, right? Why am I seeing bereavement? You could be worrying laden. You could be very emotionally balanced type person, but you could also experience some highs and lows, emotional, and not mean mental, but more like, you know, caring and feeling, and maybe overly anxious or impatient, or, you know, overly optimistic, or you could be, you know, a little pessimistic. You could be looking in the mirror and go, I'm a very social person. And it's like my kids go, like Friday I was supposed to go vlog. Then my daughter go, well, if you ain't gonna go vlog, because it's something I like to do, right? I used to be in the house till I met this man, and then he invited me to the bands, and I just started going. So now I feel like I'm a vlogger, right? So I want to do music and stuff, right? Kind of gave me a meaning of life, because I'm a loner. And then I'm just talking to y'all, and then I go, my daughter goes, if you ain't gonna go vlog, let's go to the casino, because I do love the casino. And then Saturday we go to the circus, but I just don't want to go. And I haven't even been wanting to fix up or something like that. It's like, fuck it, I don't care. You know what I mean? So you could be going through like bouts of emotional highs and lows, right? Because it's in the reading, right? You could be a person that look at all the service that you gave people. See? Holding people's hand. You could be looking in the mirror thinking about all the bereavement that you experience, and all the hurt and pain and devastation. I don't know why. God, y'all got me feeling You could be a very affectionate person, a very enthusiastic person, a very social person. Yeah, a very caring, a very loving person. You could be a person who is emotionally disciplined. Maybe back in the day, you would have cracked up. You know, I mean, if you had a health scare, or, you know, or you lost your job, or you had to live with somebody, or people were talking about you, you could have been very reactionary. Maybe you look in the mirror and you go, I'm not that same man anymore. I'm not that same woman. Yeah. Anything else? I see a lot of emotional discipline. Perseverance. Let's deal with perseverance. I got to look at her, but I want y'all to look at her. Because see how her friend is consoling her? So you could be a person where you console your friends, like you're there for them, and you know what I mean? And you know it, because that's when you look in the mirror, like, I'm a real friend. I'm a good friend. You know, I'm very compassionate. I'm very loyal. I have strength. You know, I don't do favoritisms. You could be unwilling to compromise your values. You need to stand on something. Now they say if you don't stand on nothing, you fall on some. You fall for anything. You could find contentment within yourself, you know, very content type man. You could be be thinking about precious memories and stuff, because Orange talks about memories and stuff. Remember I talked about how you look in the mirror and you go, you know, you start thinking about aging, or you're young and go, is this this all life has to offer me? Shit, I got hot. I know it's just not. Just ignore me. I don't want to talk too loud because it's housing track people and the kids. I don't push my views. That's one thing, especially with kids. Kids are impressionable, right? Okay. I'm Red. You could be very passionate, you know. Maybe some of y'all are abstinent, celibate, semen retention, or off and on dating online, long distance relationships, broken relationships, side pieces, something like that. I feel like, because I see Red, you could want something more of substance, more intimacy. Maybe you want to date. Maybe you deal with a lot of faith, self-love. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you value yourself. I think you're very knowledgeable. You have like a really great knowledge, because see the little stars around her head? You know what I'm saying? You could look in the mirror and go, I'm very chosen. I receive a lot of divine love. You could be a person looking in the mirror and go, why do I dream? I have dreams and visions and purpose. You know what I'm saying? You could be tarot card readers, psychics, and seers and stuff like that, or king intuition, or something in your faith, or something like that. You could have a sense of passion, bravery. You know, when you look in the mirror, you go, I am royalty. I am somebody. You know what I'm saying? You could refer to yourself as emperors and empress. Like one, I seen the crown, but this probably is like you. I feel like you know, like kings and queens and stuff. I mean, not people say I'm a king, I'm a queen, I want my king and queen. But in this part, I feel like you like, I'm past that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm an emperor. You know, I'm the empress, or I'm the divine being, supreme being of the universe or the dimensions or something like that. You could look in the mirror and say that. Feel real good about yourself. You could do affirmations. Pal, this is pile 3. You could follow your passion. You could be very authentic. You could take a stand in what you believe. You could be emotionally centered. You could be in touch with your divine feminine energy, and you could be very happy. You could get a lot of happy outcomes. I gotta just know that this is online. They teach you like chakra cards. What's the color, right? And so like tarot card readers, I heard tarot card readers say to read tarot cards is the gift, but the oracle cards are just, you know, this is words on there, right? And so I mean, I thought that was fair. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm a person who can do good with what is it when you remember something? I learned tarot card readers in 3 weeks by memorization. I know you ain't getting old. You had to say it like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? But then I'm also looking into the card too. So let me see. I think you're very wise. You have this awakening. You look in the mirror. I think you really care about self-care. You could have looked in the mirror and you could enable others. You could be an enabler, like somebody drank drugs, alcohol, a love enabler, something like that. Yeah, you know, this could have been back in the day, or it could be now. You could look in the mirror and find that you have a lot of personal power, a lot of strength. Anything else? I think you could look in the mirror and realize that you get a lot of opportunities. Maybe you had to surrender your pride, your ego, and stuff like that. I do think that you look in the mirror and you could had to change a lot of directions. You had to regroup. And refocus. Was I talking about focusing? I think this is the power. I wouldn't be surprised people go, I've seen angels, or I have my angels, or Allah, or Jesus, or whatever you believe, ancestors and stuff like that. Hindu gods, divinity, I can't say it, you know what I mean? Looking over me. You know, I think you look in the mirror, you know, and you talking to yourself, displaying the internal stimuli, but don't talk back. And you realize that you're very steadfast, you're very successful, you have a lot of rewards and miracles, a lot of breakthroughs, you've seen a lot of different things. But then you could feel like, you know, you've overcome doubt, because this orange talks about self-worth. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe, you know what I'm saying, people have took you for granted. And you look in the mirror and you go, I know a lot of people have took me for granted. And I think you look in the mirror and you realize you're very determined. My Tauruses and Capricorns and Virgos could be in this pile. You could be very fulfilled. You could have, you know, honor your legacy, want to leave a legacy. You could be very proud of your legacy. I always say if I, you know, left this earth, you know, this year, I'm proud of my 3 millennials. They self-sufficient. They can take care of themselves. They're not rich, but they can take care of themselves. I don't want to leave. But if I have to, I feel like I did the best that I can to give you 3 productive, African-American young adults, so you could care about your legacy. You could have dealt with bereavement. Look in the mirror and go, because, you know, I lost my sister to lupus, and I lost my mother to alcoholism, and then I lost my father. And so at the end of the day, you could look back and look in the mirror and go, I can't believe I went through that. You know, but I feel like this is the power where you reinvent yourself and you take new journeys in life. Let's deal with the cards. Let's put these up. Despondent. Want to deal with despondent? I think you've dealt with a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. This is the power. You could be healers. You could have your third eye open. You could be very, very wise type men and women. Oh gosh, she looks mad at her. I think you look in the mirror and you realize a lot of people are very jealous and envious of you. I do. I feel like people are very, because don't she look mad? I'm sorry, can y'all see it? Oh, she look mad. Her friend look mad. Oh, no, I know. What is this? Instinct. So in case I drop this sucker, put it on my leg. You could have this king high intuition. I'm seeing flowers and then plants. You could feel like you're very abundant and you make things grow, right? You could have a green hand too. You look in the mirror like, shit, I did that. You know what I'm saying? You could be in touch with your inner child. You could be recovering from some kind of addiction, food addiction, you know, I don't know. You could have dealt with forgiveness. You could be a very grateful man or woman, have a sense of faith, mysticism, very mysterious type men and women. Have a sense of dignity and respect for yourself. You're very knowledgeable. This is the third eye on it. Did you want to see this purple? You're very spiritual. You give guidance, and I think you know that. You look in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? I think you have this all knowing, this intuition knowing about yourself. Don't get mad. I do think that in your life you have some karmic issues with your family. So let's just say breaking generational patterns of behavior, ancestral curses and lineage that was passed down to you. I think that you're very much aware of all the karmic things that you had to go through in your family, in your life, or whatever. And I think when you look in the mirror, you realize that either you broke it or you still repeating the behaviors, you know, that was bestowed on to you when you came into this world. Like before you came in this world, like they see how she's birthing the world, like you're birthing new ideas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think when you came into this world, you knew that there's things that no longer serve you, like sadness and hurt and pain and sibling rivalry, or being in brokenness, or wounded, or being talked about or ostracized. We could be here all day. The black sheep, the dump truck, you know, being bullied, psychological, mental, physical, emotional abuse. You know what I'm saying? Obstacles. Once you remove those obstacles, and you know, you change the dynamics of relationships with all kinds of people, whatever kind of relationships, I feel like you don't sit into this despondent type sad energy. And I think at one time you did. And you look in the mirror, like this is a power where you're very intuitive. You look in the mirror. You probably done a lot of traveling, you know, maybe ignored signs in people and their behavior, the way they treated you and stuff like that. You look in the mirror, you know, I think maybe one time you was fearful, but now you're fearless because you probably go to uncharted territories and people, places, and things that you're not afraid to venture out. And you look in the mirror. My right foot is burning. And Purple talks about being a muse, like something that inspires you. Y'all could be actors and singers and writers, and you could draw, or you could be tarot card readers and psychics, or in architecture, or museums, or journalists, or I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Just something about you. You could be a muse for people, and you realize that, like, you could be so unique and authentic that you inspire people. Yeah. Anything else? At one time you could have had tunnel vision. It could have been your way or the highway, or very, very stubborn. You could have been very hard not listen to people trying to tell you something. That cat came back. You could be a person not easily accepting gifts. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just feel like that. Because we got despondent. You could have had a self-defeating attitude. I don't know why I gotta say you could have dealt with some guilt. But I think after, you know, you look in the mirror and you look at, oh, my right foot is burning, honey. Woo! You could have an appreciation about yourself as a man or woman, because I feel like you came a long way. You could get a lot of recognition. You could be dealing with high self-esteem. Come here. I don't know who cat this is. I've been seeing this cat all day. You could be a very good friend. You could be birth ideas, or you could be a mother or a father. You plant seeds, have babies, good surrogate, uncle, aunt, grandparents, foster step parents. Like you have that, is it maternal side? You know what I'm saying? Very caring, nurturing, loving. I think you look in the mirror and you see that you're very nurturing. You have unconditional love for yourself and for others. Even as men, you know what I'm saying? Men, women, or whatever. I think you look in the mirror and you see that. You have a sense of belonging. I think at one time you didn't feel like you belong. You fit in. Ostracized. I'm feeling that. But now you look in the mirror and you now I feel like you look in the mirror and go, I belong. I have somewhere to go. Because remember I told you I didn't have nowhere to go. You know, my son go, Mom, you know, you gonna go to a gym? You want me to pay for you a gym? I go, no, I'll go right over to Planet Fitness because I'm big, and you know, it's in the judgment zone. And I went in there and I met some people because I had just been to Charlotte. I hadn't been to Charlotte maybe 2 months, and then I met somebody and he was like, you know, won't you come here to the bands? And now I feel like I go to the bands, whether it's welcoming or not, which they are welcoming, but I feel like I have a life. And then I'm going to try out some new spots, and then hopefully I'll find more cigar bars, and you know, and I want to do golf now, and I want to do, you know, cultured stuff. I'm talking to y'all. You know, and then I met some women friends, you know, because I really didn't, not all women are catty, but I really didn't do people like that. And I met some male friends, and you know, they go, you know, you want me for breakfast, you want me for lunch, you want me for brunch. So I'm doing that a little bit more, not now, but you know, since I've been to Charlotte. So you could be a person that you know, you're waking up and you're appreciating yourself and your contributions that you know, that you are in people's life. I feel like you've done a lot of family healing, friends healing, just mental healing. Maybe you had to forgive yourself and your loved ones, you know, and now you feel more fulfilled. You could be still holding on to past wounds. Yeah, you could. You could look in the mirror and go, when am I going to let that shit go? When you going to let that shit go? You know what I mean? Maybe the more you think you're healed, you still realize you have some more healing to do. It's just looking in the mirror. It's just looking in the mirror. It's a topic I've never tried before. And it's, where's my water? It's a topic I've never tried before. You know how we look in the mirror and go, you know, that wasn't nice to say, or I shouldn't have did that, or I need to go out, or I need to have sex, or I am pretty, or I am handsome, or I am smart, or look how far I came. It's just this type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just feel a lot of wounding and brokenness and uncharted waters and adventures in your third eye during your journey. Remember, I always say, you know, I'm not the only one saying it, nothing new under the sun, but it's not the destination, it's your journey. I've been telling my children that very, very young. But, you know, everybody says it, so I don't own it. But I think you do take time. I think at one time you didn't, but I think you do take time and look in the mirror and you experience life. Because, like, we don't experience life. And so you experience life and you realize this journey that you're discovering. And on your journey, through your ups and downs, your good choices, bad choices, you know, your addictions, food addiction, lust, your bad decisions. I can't cover everything. Toxic behaviors, destructive behaviors. It could have been verbally aggressive, could have been passive, and let people run over you and kick you and stuff. But I think through your journey, you had an awakening, this epiphany, if you will. And maybe you made some atonements, and, you know, you closed some cycles, and your third eye began to open. Your third eye began, and I think you see shit. People going, I really do know. I do. I think as men and women, you see shit, right? And you make the connect. Before, I don't think you made the connection. Now you make the connection. This is my power. We gotta do a lot of dreaming, or you have a lot of you have a higher purpose and you know it. And I think you look in the mirror and you say that. You go, I got a higher purpose. Where's my other card? Instinct. Anything else? You could be very supportive and encouraging, and you know that. You could at one time chase illusions. Some of y'all could have some health issues going on and some compulsive behavior. Some dietary, nutrition, things that you have to work on. Or you could be a gym rat. You could be very, very fit men and women, or you're getting fit, or you're motivated by that. You know what I'm saying? You could be very result orientated. Like, I'm lose my weight, I'm gonna get fit. You know what I'm saying? Or you could stay fit, you know, or you could be very neglectful. You know, I neglected myself being over 200 some pounds, and it caused health issues. You don't think so, but eating all that sugar, you got to pay for it. You get what I'm saying? You know, even like, you know, I never brag about being celibate for 11 years, because they say the more orgasms you have, you get what, 5-10 years on your life. You ever hear that? I don't know if it's a myth. And so I got a lot of catching up to do. And plus, sex is good for you, right? You know, you feel good, and what is it, the dopamines and all that type of stuff, right? And so, like I said, you could look in the mirror and you do a lot of introspective look and reflection. And this might be the reading for you, Power 3, more than the other two people, because this is the power where you actually maybe do look in the mirror and go, I look at my my achievements, my successes, my accomplishments, but I also look at my woes and when I was defeated, or I was broken, or my failures and my losses, right? But I think you learn. I think you learn from them. Instinct. Oh, I wouldn't fuck with y'all. I think you're very conscious. I wouldn't be surprised if woke people been up in here. So, like, when you see wolves, do you really gotta be a tarot card reader to see wolves? I just feel like you know that you could be nice, nasty. I don't feel like you could be a wolf in sheep's clothing, but you could be, in regards to you don't know what you're gonna get. You know, meaning yeah, you thought I was nice, and you took advantage of me, and now you got to deal with the wrath. You know what I'm saying? Or you try to take my money, or you try to use me or something like that, and now you got to deal with my instincts. Or I can feel that you're not being very, very kind to me. I can see you're not being very sweet. I can see you trying to scam me or tell me. And I feel like that's what you look in the mirror, and you know that you have to keep this wolf under, and wolf's going packs. I feel like you have to keep this wolf under control. You could be a leader of your pack. How can I forget? You could have a lot of leadership. See, I get to scratch in my hair, and then the dirt goes up under my nails. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I know that grossed y'all out, but I be scratching. You know how them braids do. What you telling me, wolf? You can have a sense of unity, wisdom, spirituality, a purpose. Yeah, same thing. You could have dealt with rejection. You could deal with rejection now. This could be past, present, or future. Or you could look in the mirror and go, I remember when people used to reject me for a job or look over me or something like that, and it doesn't faze me anymore. You could have look back now and go, oh shit, everybody get rejected now, and move on. You could have had to release a lot of stuff, the past. You could have had an issue with how to release. You could have dealt with a lot of confusion, or you could be dealing with confusion and releasing shit now. I don't know. Yeah. Remember, because this is past, present, or future, but if you're looking in the mirror, you could be a person that's about peace and be like, I don't want all that confusion and shit up in my life. You could be a very neutral person, a mediator. Some of y'all could be in law enforcement, or a lawyer, or a mediator, or a spiritual advisor, you know, a tarot card reader, a psychic seer, you know, somewhere you're a leader around your friends, around your pack, where they come to you for advice, for guidance. I can't name everything, you know, principal, teacher, some kind of supervising position, a maid, a homeless person sitting on the, you know, on the bench, and you just advise people. You could look in the mirror and go, I'm a person that people come to me for wise counsel, for advice, you know what I mean? Because I don't think that they're hearing me, but I know that they're hearing me. It's the way I communicate. It's the way I look at them. It's the way I integrate them into the conversation. I make them feel welcome. I don't know. I'm just channeling all this stuff. Like, you could know that about yourself. You could see yourself like that. Why I see dark in this card? You could have a dark side. And so maybe you have to learn how to balance it. Sorry. 3. My right foot is burning. You could be very open-minded, but I think at one time you could have been closed-minded. I think you have a sense of fairness and partiality and very neutral. At one time, maybe you wasn't. Maybe you was just one-sided. Maybe look in the mirror how far you came. If you haven't, you could be looking in the mirror, go, I need to be more fair-minded, more neutral in my thoughts and stuff like that. It's not always my way. And I have to learn how to stand in other people's shoes. Like, you know, what's his tail? I think you uplift people in communication. I know I gotta go to the store too. I think you're very protective over yourself, very guarded. I think you know that, and you protect others. Look at this card. Cause see, don't he like he protected? Are you there? I don't think you need other people's approval. Maybe at one time you did. I think at one time you were in environments that were very unsupportive to you. You look in the mirror and go, nobody don't be there for me. I'm always there for somebody else. And I'll be tweeting that. I'll be going, I ain't going to tweet shit. I ain't retweeting shit. I'm tired of retweeting shit. Ain't none of y'all, you know, I'm going to all y'all events and stuff. Not one of y'all told me, congratulations to my son. Selfish. You're so selfish. I pay attention to everything, right? You want me to come to your events? I didn't ask you to promote me. That's true. But is it human decency? Are you so jealous and envious that you can't say congratulations? I'm going to wear that shit out. Because y'all get that. Look, your daughter doing recitals or in pageants, or your son throwing the ball, or they breaking history. They getting good grades, something like that. Is it so hard? Or your grown kids in the military? Is it so hard for people to say congratulations and stuff like that? You know, or happy birthday, or I'm happy for you. Yeah, in this world it is. It is. It is. Right? Yeah, y'all could have had unsupported help. Like, people is maybe y'all, somebody gonna let me know in the comments, like, people don't support you the way unsupported help. They don't support you the way you support them. And I think that's when your instincts kick in, where, you know, I mean, these people think I suffer from naivete, but I see everything. Even you, even you, even you, even you. Sorry y'all. And that's instincts, right? So let me be done with this. What else? Why are you looking at me like that? I think, see how you looking at me? I think y'all peek. I think y'all peek shit out. You get awakenings. You could be very person who's isolated, be on a solitary journey. You could be led by the spirit. You could be led by your instincts. You could be very faithful. You could deal with love. You know how to love. You show people the pathway with love. You are love. You are true love. You like to take a stand. Y'all gonna let me know? You could get a lot of positive omens, have a lot of positive things happen in your life. You could be very radical in your thinking. And you can have this ability to change. A lot of people can't change. And you have this deep satisfaction from the man and woman that you became. Who's that? Come here. I think at one time you could have had some confusion and chaos in your life, but I think you have clarity now. You're very supportive. A revelation, if you will. Epiphany went off. I think I said that earlier, right? You know what I mean? Maybe you have some spiritual support. Maybe your consequences from your actions help produce and make you the man and woman you are today. This is a power where you learn. You're very, very creative. You could be into transformation and always transforming, and you like the person that you are. This is a divine feminine energy, so that means like caring, compassionate, empathetic, loving, you know what I'm saying, kind. Sorry y'all, my you know, you could be always trying to find your own muse, your own inspiration. Like maybe you're inspired because somebody was in a you know, a homeless shelter or something like that, and something happened to them, and you know what I mean, or violence or abuse or something like that, and you know, and then it made you become the man or woman that you're today. That's the only example I could give. You know what I mean? Or my mom and dad went through this shit, and I want to break poverty consciousness or literacy or radical thinking, or I don't want to be like everybody else. You know, my daughters go, what you believe on everything? Or what do you do? I question everything. I just don't think that one thing got it. I think Eastern philosophy got a little bit going on. I think Hindu got it going on. I think Christian got it going on. I think Muslim got it going on. I think spiritual got it going on. Hoodoo, voodoo, voodoo. You know, Santeria. You know, we can be here all day. I just think that I'm not going to close my mind up. You know what I'm saying? You could be not like me, but you could be not closed-minded. And maybe at one time you did. Maybe you allowed people to pour into you, and then you started finding your own niche. And so, you know, if I'm sick, I do believe in the herbal. My daughter do the herbal and all that, but I also believe in the doctor. You know how some people, you know, they die because they don't want to go to the doctor. I say if God is real and he I can't think right now, Alpha and Omega, but that's not what I'm going to say. I was going to say O-M-I-N, potent, whatever. If he's real, then he wouldn't allow doctors to be here, because there's one thing that you can't invent in the world. Anybody know what it is? You can't invent plasma. You can't invent blood. They can't make blood, but they can make doctors, bad and good. And the Bible says he reigns on the just as well as the just. So, you know, I'm going to go to the doctor, and I am going to do the herbal thing, right? This is the way I'm thinking. So maybe you're radical in your thinking. It could be political views. It could be how you raise your kids, soft parenting, hard parent, authoritarian, open relationships, threesomes, situationships, friends with benefits. My right foot is burning. You know what I mean? Monogamy, polyandry is when a woman has, you know, two men, or polygamy when a man has more than one wife. You could believe whatever you want. This is this pal. The three, it always amazes me because I get all this different energy. You know what I'm saying? What work for you don't work for me. You could have that type of attitude when you look in the mirror, because we're talking about when you look in the mirror, right? And so I'm looking in the mirror and go, what do you believe? I can't put it in the scope. I can't put it in the umbrella, right? You know, I'm learning. I'm always being corrected. And the more I think I know, then I say, shit, I don't really know shit, right? So you could be like, well, this is my relationship. This is me and my wife, husband, boyfriend, wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, aliens, cyclops, try to claim, cover everybody. You might be like, that works for you, but that doesn't work for me. And so you're looking in the mirror and go, okay, that's them, but that's not us, right? You know, you might not want to build a business or be an entrepreneur. I do. I might not want to be a business. I might just want to work for somebody, or I have some kind of skill or certification. I could be wrong. Okay, you could be broken and you could stay there, but I'm going to try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? This is this power. Yeah. You could question everything. You could challenge everything. So maybe that's how you see yourself. I mean, that's what you see in the mirror. I don't know. I'm just naming stuff. Remember, it's in a reading. Don't ignore me. What do you, for people with power 3, what do you see when you look in the mirror? Satisfaction. I think this is a power you love yourself. I don't think at one time you did. You see people not being fair, not being just, not being genuine. I feel like you see people who have an own agenda, who don't pour into you like you pour into them, right? Give and take, right? And I think that's what you see in the mirror, that maybe, because remember, that one card is like a divine feminine energy. So that would be like compassion, loving, caring, giving. Maybe you're the type of people, you're always giving, you're always pouring, you're always encouraging, you're always supporting, you're always, you know, the first to apologize, or, you know what I'm saying? Or in a relationship, let's try to make this work. Let's do this, let's do that. And you're always giving, giving, giving. And I think what you see in the mirror is, I'm just saying what you see in the mirror is that people don't pour into you at the level of where you pour into them, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel a lot of support in this pile. You're very supportive, very good assistance, right? I wouldn't be surprised that if you are leaders, I think that you have to do everything. And if you are a part of a group, we just use a group, so you're just a member of a group, people kind of isolate you and don't realize the impact that you have. And I always tell my 3 millennials, leaders can rule from the back. So while they all shining on Diana Ross, I'm coming out, she's the diva and everything, but a real leader can lead from the back. There's somebody that's putting the shit together. They're talking to people. They're keeping the energy, and they say little nice things because they see everybody getting ready to be explosive, and somebody got a temper and all that. And that one person member is just so cool, calm, and collected that you could just glance at this man or woman because he or she's so laid back. They're actually keeping everybody calm, because when people glance at them, they know that they bring that down, right? And so that's leadership too. I didn't use good examples. You know what I mean? Just cheerleaders, some are mean, some are stuck up, conceited, maybe they're ostracizing somebody, and there's that one that's not really talking, right? Or maybe they talk a lot and people just ignore this person, but this is the one that's keeping everything together because they're very optimistic, and they're and let them all do that. Let's go ahead and cheer. So it's like that. So you could be like that. You could wear a lot of different hats. Actually, maybe look in the mirror and go, I'm in the mirror and you go, I wear a lot of different hats, right? You could be a chameleon. What do you see when you look in the mirror? And I could be wrong, but you definitely see an imbalance. People want, maybe they have hidden agendas. They want your body. They want your money. They want your friendship. They want you to massage their ego, or whatever their motivations are. You see it. You see it in the mirror that people want to use you or take advantage of you or be energy vampires. Now, I have to say, you could look in the mirror. I don't know who you are. Maybe you feel like that you haven't been pouring into anybody, and it's always about you, and that you have a hidden agenda, and you're a person that's taking and ain't giving. And that's for a small few, because I feel really good energy. I don't really feel that kind of energy. But it also talks about change. And so if you were that type of man or woman, you've changed a lot. Maybe you look back and go, I remember I was mad, I was angry, and I operated out of that. I had my whole hidden agenda, because it doesn't have to be to that level of being, venomous. It could just be like, people hurt me, and so I hurt them and I protect myself, but you're hurting other people who want to be close to you or get to know you or something like that, right? You know what I mean? And you had your own agenda, and you could look in the mirror, right, and realize that you've changed from that, or you need some changes, right? What do you see when you look in the mirror? I've seen it, but if you come back, I'll take it. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Hierophant. You see a person, a man or woman who could be committed. You could be a person of faith, Christian, Muslim, something like that. You could understand oral traditions. This is a power where people really, you could pass down oral traditions, like right from wrong. This is a power where you are very good communicators. You talk to people, you uplift them, you give them support. I don't care if you're a tarot card reader, psychic seer. I don't care if you're a judge. I don't care if you work a 9 to 5. I don't care if you're at McDonald's. People come to you for advice. They feel like you're very level-headed, right? You could be very good in commitments, but then you also maybe know how to get a divorce and a separation. I think you're just very well balanced. This is an emotionally balanced pal. And if at one time you wasn't emotionally unbalanced, you know what that is. Reactionary, or read into things, or the victim, or feeling some kind of way, or highs and lows, something like that. I feel like you're so grounded and centered now, and that's when you look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? You're very capable. Yeah, this one. I think that you're a giver. I do. And I think when you look in the mirror, you see people getting slighted. You could be activists and humanitarians and stuff like that. Yeah. You might be the type of people that give and don't brag about it. Don't say it. You can get one more. That's what you see. So you know that you give. Yeah, see this? 2 had this too. So you could be drawn to 2 and 3. Lovers, you could see yourself being, how do you see yourself? You could see yourself being in a third party. Maybe you get to choose between 2 men, 2 women, a man or woman, 2 different jobs, low vibrational people, high vibrational. You constantly, 2 had this, and it's the same energy. You constantly have to choose wisely who you allow in your space, in your proximity, in your mental, or in your life, or in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Or you could also look in the mirror and go, why am I crushing on this man? He got a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. Or how did I get myself in this third party? I just crushed or something, this lady at work or something like that. So you could always find a +1, right? Or you could be in low vibrational people, places, and things, and then you learn from that, and now you're more choosing wisely to be around higher vibrational people, people, places, and things, right? That keeps like that. I can't name everything, but what you see in the mirror is that at one time you could have been low vibrational, and now you're high. Or you could be high vibrational and you're starting to let low vibrational people in. See, or you could be low vibrational and you want to deal with more higher vibrational people. Or you could get yourself into a deep connection with a twin flame, a soulmate, but you already have somebody, so now you got to make a choice. Or you could have a twin flame soulmate and he or she has somebody else and you're sitting on the sideline, or you're engaging with them, right? Or in work environments, you could be around toxic people, places and things, events or something like that. I can't name everything, golfing or whatever. Or you could be around high vibrational people, you know what I mean? The same type of places and venues, but they're high vibrational. So this is the power. Let me just say it like this. You're very much aware of what is, because you're conscious. I wouldn't be surprised if people go, I'm conscious, I'm woke. And that word is loaded. People get so mad with these words, but they're going to change 1,000 years. So just let the word be for the word that it is. But these are the people who are not asleep. You are conscious and aware of low vibrational, high vibrational, good vibes, bad vibes, and all that. And how you behave and how you receive and how you hear and process information and how you convey it and how you communicate it. You're very much aware of who you are when you look in the mirror. Go ahead, y'all. Look. Because you're happy and content with yourself. You're very satisfied. I think I said satisfied early, looking in the card. You're very satisfied. This is a satisfied, like wish fulfillment. Like, I think you just love yourself. You do. People might consider you radical or very, very quiet, or very timid. I feel like you really love yourself. When you look in the mirror, I think that there's more contentment than dissatisfaction. One, I just didn't feel like they were happy with themselves because it was flip-floppy and they masqueraded. And I don't think you masqueraded. So whatever your true, authentic self is, hypothetically, if I'm a mean person, then damn it, I'm mean. And you're happy about it. If I'm a happy person, then damn it, I'm happy. If I'm permissive, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. Ooh, 18 plus adult material language, and I'm going to do it well. People say F word. You know what I mean? If I want to be celibate, I'm going to be celibate. If I want to date online, I want to date. If I want another job and stay 30 years, if I want to quit and start my own business, like you're just content. And that's when you look in the mirror. And like if you make decisions, I feel like you're very happy with them decisions. Let's see this. Yeah. And that's because you look in the mirror from what you came from, because obviously the opposite of that is that you made bad decisions, you made bad choices, you suffer consequences and disappointments, and you've been wounded and hurt and everything. My right foot is burning, but now because I can't cover everything, you know it being shame and guilt and insecurities and self-worth. You know what people take, and maybe you were a taker, maybe you was a giver, maybe you allow people to kick you down or something like that. But you've changed a lot, and now I feel like you're very satisfied when you look in the mirror. Ooh. Allergies. When you look in the mirror, I don't have allergies, but you're sitting out here in this car. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Pile 3. I can't see. 7 of Wands. You got persistent twice. Very persistent. You could be a very competitive person. People put you in competition, you play to win. You know what I mean? And challenges, and you faced a lot of challenges. And you know how to put people in their place. Go ahead, pal. 3. You're very persistent. God, perseverance, honey. Perseverance is a good thing. Like, through your trials and stuff, you persevere. You're going to keep moving. You're going to keep pushing. You're not looking back. You let it go. You're moving forward. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how many days it takes you to go through it, and you're crying and a catharsis or whatever stuff you have to go through, whatever, but you're going to persist because you got it twice. So this is my persistent pile. This is the pile when you heard that saying, you can't hold a good man or a good woman down. Well, these are the good men and good women that you thought you had their feet on their neck. You kept kicking them when they was down. They went through some ups and downs, some roller coasters, some challenges. Yes, they shit got repoed. Yes, they was in shelters. Yes, they know what poverty is. The hood, the hills of Appalachia, the trailer parks. Yes, I was rags to riches, riches to rags. Yes, I was in the church. Now I'm not. Now I'm back in the church. Yes, my marriage broken up, or our boyfriend or girl, but we back together. Or I moved away from that, got divorced, got separated. I took the kids, he took the kids. You get what I'm saying? This is this pile. Y'all got stories to tell. But at the end of the day, as you tell your story, and as we're listening to each one of your story, we realize that you still kept going. You still kept pushing through. You still kept figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Your perseverance. They could try to pull you back, but you kept going, right? And so that's what that's when you look in the mirror, you see that you're a very persistent type man or woman. Let me see. Oop. Oh my, not again. And I see how that my cards fell. I think your life could have failed. It could have went to shambles, to pieces, and I feel like you pulled it back together. 10 of Hazard, the legacy. I was harping on the legacy. Yes. I think you wealth, family, contentment. I said contentment, satisfied. Adversary seem manageable, meaning like whatever an adversary, like somebody that comes against you, jealous, envious, try to defeat you, talk about you, slander your name, or do something physical, whatever. It all is manageable. Like this like like somebody could talk about me and I'm like, okay, that's the story of my life, right? Health scare. What am I gonna do? Ain't nothing I can do. Ain't nothing I can do, right? You know what I'm saying? I lost all my money. You know what I'm saying? My kids ain't speaking to me. I lost my man. My right foot is burning. I got a new job. I have to live with somebody. It's just manageable. And that's because you've been, I can't think of that. I just make sure. That's because you've been through so much. Power 3 has been through so much that it's just manageable. And at the end of the day, I feel like you leaving a legacy, whether it's a legacy of wisdom, knowledge, money, property, breaking cycles, patterns of behaviors, and ancestral curses and patterns and dysfunction that no longer serve you. You, Power 3, is the legacy breaker. Matter of fact, I did one on ancestry, breaking the ancestry legacy, and the first card came up was the 5 of Cups, and Power 3 was the one who been through hell and back. You're gonna take about 1% and say, yeah, I've been through that. And I feel like you are the breakers of the generational patterns of behavior of breaking things. And you look in the mirror, you go, I'm the first one to school, got my GED, I'm in a band, I'm a physical trainer, I got like 4 or 5 degrees, I got me a skill, got me a certification, girl, got my own business, entrepreneur, honey. I done went to Jamaica. I done traveled. I bought me a house, got me a condo, got me an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Got married, got divorced. I'm the first one got divorced. Everybody else stayed married. Oh, I broke them cycles. I don't get beat. I don't get hit. I hit him back. 18 plus adult material and language. I don't condone that. I'm just making a joke. It's just a joke. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you're the first to break a lot of cycles as men and women, right? Or women taking advantage of me. That shit stops here with me. You know what I'm saying? I want intimacy. I want substance. I'm just skipping, right? Went off on a tangent. But anyway, yeah, y'all. Anything else? 4 Swords. I think your intuition, you have the instincts. Retreat, rest, recover, rethink, regroup. See all the people trying to get in? I think people try to get at you and they can't. See what I mean? I scratched my hair and nails. This is going to bother me. Because the dirt just went in my nails and I just showed you. And just that quick. And I hate that. I'm just going to cut them down. I try to let them grow, right? As women, and then you got to do the dishes and shit, and then they break. I'm going off on a tangent. Shit, let them grow, break. I think people try to break you, and I think you look in the mirror, and they come damn near close. But I think if they do break you, I think you put yourself back together. You keep people out. Some of y'all could be recovering some kind of alcohol addiction, some kind of addictions or something like that. But you do believe in rest, to retreat, regroup, recover, relax, to think. And see all the people trying to get in? You know how to keep people at bay. And I think when you look in the mirror, you go, I know what to do. I know what to do to keep people out of my business, out of my life, or something like that. And I think that's something that you see when you see in the mirror. Let me get your last cards. Yours is longer. I was talking so much. Let's see, Gosh. 3. I gotta put it in the thing. And then I got to add it together. And then it takes like it seemed like a half an hour for it to download from getting the video editor. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Success, perseverance, accomplishments, achievements. People say you weren't going to be shit type. This type of power. You look in the, you have really done things that people amazes people. That's what I feel. I got to do that kind of reading when people say you ain't going to be shit. My right foot is burning. This is this power. You amaze people. And you look in the mirror and you know it. See it? 4 Cups. I think that you have broken. What do you see in the mirror when you see? I think that you offer people your cup of love. It could be family, friends, whatever, lovers or whatever. And I feel like they didn't take it. They go to that third party, right? People talking, gossiping, work or something like that. But I think even if people didn't take it and you had to deal with rejection, it's the rejection card. If you had to deal with rejection, I think once you made the connection as a man or woman that you have this high self-esteem and worth and you're courageous and you love yourself, I feel like you finally lifted up that card and you made the understanding that I am somebody and I am worth it. You see that flower and I am a rose. And so you look in I'm not what people say I am. I won't allow you to do that. And I think when you look in the mirror, you're not what people say. I'm worthy of love, family, friends, a good job. I got my mind. Some of y'all lost your mind, your faculties. You got that back. I'm going to be here all day with y'all. Woo, woo. Okay, I was looking for judgment because I seen it earlier. People might have judged you harshly, and I think you could have been your own worst enemy because you started believing what people said, or they made you feel some kind of way. Even if you didn't believe it, they made you feel some kind of way. They kind of made you, put you in the back. And I think when you look in the mirror, you know, an awakening came. You don't allow yourself to live in the past, and you don't care about what people say. It did hurt. Yeah, words do hurt. That was a lie. Sticking stones may break my bones, words will never hurt. We all know that's a lie. We done debunked that. Words do hurt. I don't own that. And I just feel like you took your life back as men and women. You know what I'm saying? You live life on your terms, you know, with the judgments, right? And then pile 2 had this too, the hermit. You take your time and you look at stuff on both sides. Now you have short-term and long-term energy. Some things you can take your time, and some things you can make a quick decision. But you're not too hasty because you're very wise, you're very enlightened, you're very smart and highly intelligent and very methodical type men and women, right? And plus you're very conscious, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guide people, you know what I'm saying? And you got this higher consciousness of intelligence. Like stuff is you know, you learn on your life, on your journey, but some of it is just revealed and you can't explain it. Like I said, you could be psychics and tarot card readers and pastors and prophets and all that type of stuff. Anything else? Last thing. So you know that you're chosen, you know that you're smart, you know that you're highly intelligent. Isn't all what is wrong? I've been jumping. Dang, I've been jumping. What do you see in the mirror? And I could be wrong. If you come back. I seen judgment earlier. People judge you harshly, and I think it did affect you, but I think now you look in the mirror, and maybe you look in the mirror and go, this affects me. Because I don't know if you're past, present, future, but some of y'all look in the mirror and go, this shit don't affect me no more. I don't live in the past. I let this shit go. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Never did this topic. Pride. Pride comes before. You deal with your ego and your pride, right? That's all I'm gonna say. So, and you could be a fierce lion. Is it a top? Yeah, lion, right? I mean, we also had the wolf. I don't fuck with pile 3 because pile 3 is ooh. Just let me be nice. Let me do my thing. This is pile 3 because the minute you get out of pocket, pile 3 is liable to run through this shit. And it ain't gonna make it happen, right? And so you could deal with pride too, right? You could deal with pride when you look in the mirror, right? You have to work on that pride. I'm very proudful, and I operate out my ego, especially when you learn with ego. People think it's always about money. You got to learn ego. Got to learn ego and pride. What do you see when you look in the mirror? That people play a lot of games. You've been through a lot of game playing and cycles, so you could have played games and cycles on people, or people have took you through a lot of game playing and cycles. It's either you or a gumbo mix of soup, right? You know what I'm saying? Or because I got a lot of positive cards, you could look in the mirror and go, I've been through a lot. People have played a lot of games with me and took me through a lot of cycles of ups and downs in life, right? Ebbs and flows. Your last card. What do you see in the mirror? Did you deserve someone new? 2 kind of got like love too. That you deserve someone new. Or maybe you got someone new. You know, or you're new, or you're someone new. You're not that. You know how they go. You're the same old chick. You're the same old dude. You done moved out the hood, trailer parks. That's the same old dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the same old chick. Maybe you feel like I'm not the same man. I'm not the same woman. I'm someone new. I'm someone new. So that could go either way. So maybe that's what you learned. That's what you see in the mirror. You know what I mean? Oh, Terry, I remember you used to raise hell. Who? You know? Let me stop playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're someone new. I feel like you're someone new. Okay, some of you could have been could have fought. You could been angry, bitter, resentful. Could have been incarcerated. Could have been promiscuous. Could have been shy. Could have been people ran over you, and you could have been passive aggressive or just passive or considered weak and timid or something like that. Could have been very outspoken. Ready to fight, be on the defensive, the offense, something like that. But you're not that person anymore. I think when you look in the mirror, you're someone new. Okay.